Hey, it's Lisa Rothman, the founder of StopFamilyConflict.com. Today I want to share a source of conflict that I don't think many people are aware of. And it came to my attention because I realized there were these two, what initially seemed to be very different conflicts, but they had the same root problem. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. Let me tell you about it. So the root problem that they both share, and I'll tell you about each of the conflicts and then what happened with them. The root problem is that, and it jumps off in a lot of families and with partners, with kids, you name it. We are either making it too easy for people to say no to us or too hard for them to say no to us. And then we, either they don't like how hard we've made it or we don't like how easy we made it, and the resentment is building. So, and what you can do instead. So let me tell you the two conflicts. Initially, you're going to be like, these are so totally different. Okay, so, but they really have a lot in common. You'll see. Okay, so the first conflict was at a conflict repair cafe where a couple came and there was question about what would happen if their daughter came into the room. And the mom said something along the lines of to her partner, she said, well, I'd like you to take her out. I'd like you to be with her and I want to stay. And this created actual conflict at the start of the cafe. I mean, it's sort of juicy. It's like, ooh, okay, we got a conflict, a live conflict now. And so she, in that case, she was making it very, very difficult for him to say no, right? Because she made it a pronouncement. She said, well, if our daughter comes in, I want you to do this. Bam. She went straight to a request, and this is what I want you to do. And he says, wow, it's like your mind's already made up. And he shut down. Okay, so there's one conflict. Now here's another. This was a family with a fairly young child. And the mom said something along the lines of the daughter was getting ready for school. And it was like, oh gosh, in order to make the carpool, got to leave the house in like 5 minutes. And mom says, oh, how do you like your outfit today? And the daughter is like, actually didn't. But then there was all this conflict and pressure because now the daughter's getting into a new outfit and not happy with that one. And they got to get out the door. Okay. So in this case, the mom made it too easy for the daughter to say no. She didn't want to deal with that level of no, that easy no. And so I want to credit my dear friend and colleague and teacher, Mickey Cashton. This is called thresholds of willingness. How easy or hard do you make it for someone to say no to you? And you want to set the level at a place that you actually want to engage with the no. Because otherwise, you're engaging with a no you don't want to engage with. And so what the mom in the situation with the outfit could have said was, hey, if we don't leave in 5 minutes, we are going to be late for the carpool. So unless you are going to be absolutely miserable all day, at school, I would like you to wear the outfit you have on. And tonight when we get home, let's talk more about what you're wearing tomorrow so that you're really, really happy with the outfit you go to school with tomorrow. Does that work for you? Okay, because so what mom's thinking in that is, okay, I don't want my child to be absolutely miserable. It is worth it to me to push it and maybe be even a little late if my child is going to be that miserable. But just mild discomfort, no, that she's not up for engaging with that. Okay, so now let's go back to what happened at the cafe. There wasn't even, so that was a case of, so the mom's making it harder for the daughter to say no. In the case of what happened between the mom and the dad at the cafe, the mom made it really hard for dad to say no. She said, this is what I want you to do. And by the time so what happened was I worked with other people on conflicts, and one of them actually, yet again, it came up. It had to do with how hard or easy it is to say no. In that case, and I'll make another video about this, in this case, it was the mom, the woman was making it too easy for her partner to say no. It wasn't working for her. But I circle back at the end, and with the conflict repair cafes, if I don't work with people directly, I say, what did you learn that applies to your own conflict? And the mom said to her husband, she said, I think I have if I could do a redo, here's what I would have said. I say, hey, if our daughter comes into the room, it is my strong preference that you would go out with her and I will stay here. Would that work for you? She made it easier for him to say no. And he said when she proposed how would that have sounded to you? He said, that would have been fine. I wouldn't have had a sense that you'd already made up your mind. He wouldn't have shut down in the face of it. So the next time you're in a conflict, check in, hey, or even the next time you ask about someone's willingness to do things. There we go. Yeah, that's what I want. The next time you're asking someone if they're willing to do things, check in with yourself about how hard you want to make it to be for them to say no. What are you actually willing to engage with? What amount of pain would they need to be in for you to actually be curious about why they don't want to do it? And set the question there so that you actually want to engage with them, because otherwise you'll be resentful. All right, until next time. Bye for now.